So join me later for more details. I am Bola.
And from the world of sport, MKO Abiola Stadium Abeokuta closed for renovation ahead of National Sport Festival. I'll bring you the details of this and more when I return. I am Shea. Hello, stay with us.
It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Don't forget you can watch us on Ogtv on Facebook, on Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And now to the news and details. President Bola Tinubu has called on all stakeholders in the upcoming Edo State governorship elections to conduct themselves peacefully and sportingly. The election is scheduled for Saturday, September 21, 2024. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, said the President implored the governorship candidates, political parties, and supporters to respect the democratic process and the people's will. Tinubu noted that the Independent National Electoral Commission is committed to conducting a free and fair election and urged all stakeholders to work together to ensure a peaceful and successful process. The President commended the governorship candidates and political parties for their campaigns, which have focused on issues that matter most to the people of Edo State, including improving livelihoods, promoting economic growth, and contributing to national development. He urged all citizens in the state to remain peaceful and respectful throughout the voting process. Tinubu also encouraged them to resolve any disagreement amicably through the constituted authorities. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetoku, has banned all security aides and escorts accompanying very important personalities, VIPs, to polling booths and collation centers on Saturday. Egbetoku also emphasized that unauthorized security personnel and quasi-security outfits are prohibited from operating during the election. He said the use of sirens and unauthorized vehicles is strictly forbidden to ensure a calm environment for voters. The police boss also ordered the restriction of vehicular movement on roads, waterways, and other forms of transportation from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on election day. According to a statement by the First Public Relations Officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, also announced comprehensive security measures to ensure a peaceful, transparent, and credible electoral process during the upcoming Edo off-cycle election scheduled for Saturday, September 21, 2024. The Inspector General of Police, through the Deputy Inspector General for Edo gubernatorial election, DIG Frank Oba, appealed to citizens to refrain from making prank calls to control room and designated help numbers, highlighting that text messages are more effective for operational purposes. In a related development, operatives of the Edo State Police Command have displayed show of force ahead of the Edo State governorship election scheduled for Saturday, September 21. In a video seen on Friday, September 20, the officers were seen chanting songs to announce their preparedness for the gubernatorial election. Security forces there showing force ahead of the elections in Edo. And away from the Edo gubernatorial elections, about a year after the appointment of ministers and constitution of the President Tinubu's cabinet, some Nigerians have called for reduction in the size of the cabinet and identified the need for top-quality hands to be brought on board to help address the current challenges facing the nation. They made this submission while speaking on the performance of the ministers after 1 year of appointment and discussions around the reshufflement of the cabinet. Matthew Shomi completes the report.
With huge expectations from Nigerians on the quality and capacity of people to be appointed by President Bola Tinubu to help pilot the affairs of the country, implement its policies, and serve as the head of various ministries of the federal government, 45 new ministers were sworn in by the President on August 21st, 2023, before the addition of 3 more ministers a month after. A lot of targets were set for the ministers by the President with various key performance indicators and a warning not to spare anyone who refuses to deliver and help find solutions to the myriad of socio-economic challenges facing the nation. 1 year after their appointment, some Nigerians believe not much has been achieved, as most of them have not really justified their appointments, given that the situation of the economy and the lives of most Nigerians have not been significantly improved upon.
If they are performing, obviously, every Nigerian will know. Attempt to say we want to reshuffle the cabinet, people even cry out. We can't even single anybody out. And if they are achieving, the credit goes to the entire cabinet.
I don't think any minister will be credited. If this is a joint decision they are taking, if you are trying to distinguish them one by one, I can talk about the Minister for Interior, also Minister for FCT. Yes, we know what he's been doing.
Democracy is rule of law. It's the ability for us to pick our leaders, an ability to have a say in day-to-day activities of the country. So you let's look at isolation of ministers. The whole system is not working.
The size of the cabinet is another issue that the people believe a second look should be taken at, given the current state of the economy.
The temptation again is to say 1 year is too short to assess. But then, under this 1 year, Nigerians are growing in pace.
The size of that ministerial appointment is too large. If the government is saying we don't have money, why do we now go and put ministers that are even more than the constitutional requirement?
They offer their opinions on what should be considered in reshuffling the cabinet.
If Tinubu wants to help us, and I think he wants to do that, he wants to have a good name to himself, let him disband all these ministers and let us look for young, vibrant, experienced Nigerians, other in Nigeria, all this in diaspora. See, today, we're talking of people that are Obasanjo gave us the best cabinet.
It matter that you have to give opportunity to those who are shouting and clapping after you when you are doing campaign. If you don't get professionals among them, you can still give them another appointment. They can be consultant, consultant to the president. They can be special advisor to the president. But in terms of ministerial appointments, look for the best.
As Nigerians continue to wait for an improvement in the state of the economy and the promises of renewed hope, the quality of the cabinet members who will help achieve the goals of the government must no doubt be an issue for serious concern and consideration. Matthew Shomi, Ogtv News.
The federal government has signed a memorandum of understanding with a Russian consortium, the original builders of Abeokuta steel plant, Messrs. Telecommunications Airport, to rehabilitate, complete and operate Abeokuta steel plant and the National Iron Ore Mining Company, NUMCO, Kogi State. The signing was done by the Minister of Steel Development, Prince Shaibu Abubakar Audu, in Moscow, the Russian capital, when Audu led a Nigerian delegation to the country. During the visit, the Nigerian delegation met with the Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade of Russian Federation, Mr. Alexei Kuza, who assured the Nigerian delegation of the readiness of the consortium to meet the expectations of the Memorandum of Understanding with the Nigerian government. The Nigerian delegation also inspected the facilities of Messrs. Novostal located in Balakovo in Saparatov region. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Steel Development, Dr. Chris Osa, in his remarks, affirmed the commitment of the Nigerian government to revamp the Abeokuta Steel Project and National Iron Ore Mining Company, Itakwe. After many notices were served to residents on unapproved land on Ogun State Property, the Central Monitoring Unit of Ogun State Planning and Development Permit Authority in the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development embarked on a demolition exercise to dissuade encroachers who built on land embarked upon by the state government with no approval. Olaide Oloye was with the team as the enforcement exercise moved to Mowe in Obafemi Owode local government area. Our report.
In an effort to curb the menace of illegal constructions, especially in government land, and create safe haven for prospective investors, the demolition exercise becomes imperative. This is also to pave the way for the newer agenda of Ogun State government under the leadership of Governor Dapo Abiodun. The latest demolition exercise is as a result of non-compliance with removal notices served to encroachers at Bakuro, Mowe in Obafemi Owode local government area, and it is being carried out by officials of the State Planning and Development Permit Authority. Officials moved from different locations to demolish buildings and fences which have been served notices without amendment. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Town Planner Tunji Odolami, represented by the head of department, Ogun State Planning and Development Permit, emphasized the zero-tolerance stance towards interloper developers and land grabbers encroaching on government acquisition property.
So they were served duly all the contravention notices, and they couldn't provide any document for the structure so erected, so which renders that illegal, and so it has to be demolished.
He also issued a warning to land grabbers masquerading as Omonile who are fond of engaging in illegal sales of land.
The basic thing is, before a purchase of a land is made, just need to visit any of our zonal planning offices. We have 32 of them across the states. You go and make inquiry about such land to know the status of the land. Probably maybe within a government acquisition. So if it's a ratifiable acquisition, you'll be guided and advised appropriately how to go about doing the ratification.
As the development progress in Ogun State, the ministry urged individuals to take ownership of government projects and guide jealousy against vandalism. Olaide Oloye, Ogtv News.
The Society for Peace Studies and Practice, in collaboration with the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NCCDC, have commemorated the 2024 International Day of Peace. The event, which took place at the NCCDC command in Dekudu, Abeokuta, focused on establishing foundational values essential for promoting peace and included a call to action for the implementation of peace initiatives. Aderonke Oladile completes the report.
In the face of escalating geopolitical tensions and conflicts around the world, the International Day of Peace 2024 was commemorated in Ogun State, highlighting the urgent need for public education on pressing global issues. The event, organized by the Society for Peace Studies and Practice, Ogun State Branch, in collaboration with the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NCCDC, aimed at mobilizing political will and resources while celebrating humanity's achievement with a theme, cultivating a culture of peace, reflecting our commitment to fostering understanding and cooperation.
This theme is very timely and profound. It challenges us to see the world through the lens of the young ones, the ones who will inherit and shape the future.
With diverse conflicts such as farmer errors, conflicts, militancy, banditry, ethnic rivalries, and all the likes. A lot take these stakeholders to come together and address issues of this sort.
In her keynote address, Mrs. Titilola Akinlawo delved into the sub-theme, intercultural and interfaith dialogue through young eyes, inclusive perspectives on building peaceful communities.
Make peaceful coexistence in any community will be if each and every one is prepared to practice that four-letter word that all religions of the world, be it in Buddhism, be it Buddhism, be it whatever, don't touch four-letter words. L-O-V-E, love.
The program included a panel session featuring seasoned professionals in peacekeeping. These experts, along with representatives from various collaborative agencies, highlight how informed citizens can contribute to conflict resolution and social cohesion, reinforcing the message that peace is a shared responsibility.
And I believe that we are not in any world different. We're still in the same society. It's just that the players are different now. And things are changing. We need to move with that trend.
To honor individuals dedicated to promoting peace and conflict, Owerri State Commandant NCCDC and the Onowu of Owu, Obasaka Matemilola, were awarded the new patron of the society. The 2024 International Day of Peace not only served as a reminder of the challenges facing the global community, but also a beacon of hope for a more peaceful future. Adirunke Oladi, Ogtv News.
And still ahead, Abuja High Court dismisses suit seeking to replace 27 lawmakers in Rivers State Assembly. More news and reports after the break.
To add milk join for that ogbonge creamy corn wey go help nourish and give your pikin strength. Milo 3-in-1 na correct choice. Milo, energy to fit do more.
You're still watching the comprehensive news on Ogtv. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has raised the alarm over the circulation of substandard and falsified medicines in Nigeria, posing a significant threat to public health. Director of NAFDAC Northwest Zone, Bola, gave the warning at a community sensitization workshop in Kaduna. Michela identified specific targeted medicines including Fansida 25 to 500 milligram and Combiat 20 to 120 milligram, both anti-malaria drugs, Ohil ampicillin and clozaxilin capsules, as well as other medications for hypertension, diabetes and lifestyle diseases. He urged everyone to join in the fight to ensure all drugs are safe for use. According to him, NAFDAC has intensified surveillance activities, regulation, education, and awareness campaigns to safeguard public health. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Nigeria Data Protection Commission, NDPC, have agreed to forge partnership and collaboration towards affecting cyber data protection in the country. This agreement was brokered in Abuja on Wednesday, September 18, 2024, when the National Commissioner and Chief Executive Officer of NDPC, Dr. Vincent Olatunji, led a team of his management staff on a courtesy visit to the Executive Chairman of the EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, at the Commission's corporate headquarters. Olatunji disclosed that the visit was for familiarization, awareness creation, and to seek partnership with the EFCC towards the protection of data in the country. Stated that being the major data controller in the country, the Commission is interested in how people collect, process, share, and protect digital assets, which is also a major challenge all over the world. The National Association of Telecommunications Subscribers has appealed to the Nigerian Communications Commission for an extension of the NIN SIM linkage deadline from September 14 to September 30. A visit to the customer centers of telecommunications companies in Abeokuta shows that quite a number of people are still finding it difficult to link their NIN to their SIM cards. Toyi Ogudekwe's report is presented in this package.
Notably, the federal government's 2020 policy to connect all subscriber identification modules, SIMs, to national identity numbers, NINs, has made substantial progress. Currently, more than 153 million SIM cards are connected to NIN, indicating an astounding 96% compliance rate, a significant rise from 69.7% in January 2024 in terms of compliance. Nigerian Communications Commission has set a deadline of September 14, 2024 for all Nigerians to connect their subscriber identity modules, SIMs, to their NINs. National Association of Telecommunications Subscribers plead for an extension of the NIN SIM linkage deadline from September 14th to September 30th, noting that difficulties in uploading on the NIMC portal have frustrated the process and caused delays. Some IT experts said difficulties in uploading on the NIMC portal had frustrated the process and caused delays, urging NCC to grant the extension to allow more time for NIMC to expand its portal capacity.
Much as we have a lot of people that have not linked their lines, we're also losing as a business in terms of the revenue, because as much as if those lines are bad by NCC, based on NCC directives, we are losing a whole lot. So we don't want to lose that. That's why we're pushing. And then we've put some measures in place, and those measures are our connect stores, our CCR outlets, whereby people can easily link their lines. They have, all they need is just to go there with their NIN. And also we've also used, put a platform, the USSD platform, and also there's another platform that they can do it via the web. So some of them that have their details and their documents complete, in that their name tallies with what was used initially on the lines. The moment they go on that web platform, on the NIN linking platform, they can easily do that by themselves.
Options that comfort of people, maybe in their home or whatever, in their comfort of their offices, they can easily link their numbers. So we have several options, except for those that are not well lettered, that need to walk into the stores, and that's where you see the massive crowd, at the different friendship center of all the telcos.
One of the subscribers also threw his weight behind the call for extension.
Between all these agencies, if NIMC is getting information from people, they have a lot of things that are unique. Like there are some unique parameters. Your email address, they are unique. Phone numbers are unique. So with these things, they can easily link from NIMC to any telecommunication company. So if they can do this thing, I think it will make life easier for citizens.
The NCC stressed the importance of the NIN SIM linkage for improving digital security and reducing fraud and cybercrime.
The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Malam Lanre Isa Onilu, has ordered a big awareness campaign in areas that might be affected by floods due to water being released from the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. The federal government has been warned to prepare for possible flooding. This statement was disclosed in a post shared on X by the National Orientation Agency. The Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency has indicated that the Nigerian government has been notified by Cameroonian authorities that it will soon release excess water from the dam, urging Nigeria to take precautionary measures to prevent damage to property and loss of lives. No fewer than 100 secondary school students have benefited from the 2024-2025 annual scholarship program of the House of Emmanuel's Foundation. The program, which was held at the Spices Hall, Okelewo, Abeokuta, had in attendance parents, teachers and students drawn across some secondary schools in Ogun State. Benga Adekoya's report is presented in this package.
The House of Emmanuel's Foundation is a non-profit charity organization that believes in community empowerment as a major tool to alleviating poverty in society, hence the need for the scholarship program for some students in Ogun State. While congratulating the beneficiaries, the founder, House of Emmanuel's Foundation, Olusegun Emmanuel, represented by Olusegun Olusoya, says the program is aimed at empowering the next generation of leaders, just as he urges them to make judicious use of the scholarship items.
The foundation's mission is to empower the next generation of leaders, innovators, and change makers that inspire dreams. We recognize that education is the personal and societal goal. Our special program aims to reach financial wealth, providing opportunities for certain students to pursue their goals. Once you embark on this educational journey, remember the knowledge is power.
Presenting the scholarship items to the beneficiaries, Mr. Olabode Damilare, the lead project coordinator of House of Emmanuel's Foundation, thanks parents for their support and contribution towards the success of the program.
We need to first look at the dream of our CEO. He's someone who rose up from literally the ashes. He grew up from Abeokuta here, and he knows the struggles of young people, especially the indigent ones when it comes to getting required education, all the supplies for schools and all that. So that's why we came up with this idea, to help young people, the indigent ones who are willing to study, who are very brilliant, but who have no support. That's why we came up with this idea.
Beneficiaries were overwhelmed while thanking the organizers of the program.
I feel very happy and delighted because they give me some books, bag, and what I wrote. I want to say a very big thank you to the House of Emmanuel Foundation. May God continue to enrich their pockets.
I want to say really big thanks to House of Emmanuel for providing for my school accessories like school, like paying school levies, like textbook, like uniform, etc. But I'm thanking House of Emmanuel for the loving and caring and support.
The scholarship includes full senior secondary school education scholarship to some students, while others benefited from part scholarship, which covers provision of school bags, textbooks, stationeries, and other needed materials.
The Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed a defection suit instituted against the 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly loyal to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Nyesom Wike. The suit seeking to replace the 27 lawmakers on account of their alleged defection from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the All Progressives Congress, APC, was on Friday thrown out on various grounds. Among others, Justice Peter Lifo, who delivered the judgment, held that the suit instituted by the Action People's Party, APP, was statute barred, having not been filed within 14 days allowed by law. While the defection was said to have been carried out in December last year, the APP filed the case on July 12, a period of 8 months after the cause of action emanated. Besides, Justice Lifo said that the case was a gross abuse of court process on the ground that several suits on the alleged defection of the same 27 lawmakers had been adjudicated upon by the Federal High Court. The judge who quoted the previous judgments of the Federal High Court said that the request for replacement of the lawmakers had earlier been rejected due to lack of sufficient evidence to establish the defection of the legislators. And on glimpses this week, Adetola Abdulateef Adedimeji is a Nigerian actor and filmmaker. He gained popularity with his first major role in Yewande Adekoya's 2013 movie titled Kudi Klepto, and has acted in over 100 Nigerian movies since he began acting 15 years ago. He is a native of Bagura area of Abeokuta and finds his way home as he visited Abeokuta to promote his new film produced to showcase the life and times of Lishabi, the Egba warrior. Glimpses this week focuses on the visit.
Lishabi is the traditional hero of Egba people, who are the native occupiers of Abeokuta, a Yoruba town some 77 kilometers from Lagos. Lishabi was a giant man who lived in Igbe, but he was from another Egba village called Itoku. He conspired to achieve independence for the Egbas from the Alaafin of Oyo, who presided over an empire that spanned most of the Yoruba lands. Alaafin's representatives to Egba villages were at this time extremely oppressive. To achieve his aim, Lishabi first developed a mutual society system called Egbearo, in which each farmer member enjoyed the cooperation of one another in cultivating their farmlands. Lishabi was also willing to help other members in their farmland, but never requested their own service. His plan was to evolve the group into a military society, and this he achieved. A meeting house of the new military group, the farm was built in each Egba village, for which an insurrection was planned. The story many of the younger generations never knew, but a great opportunity is being given by one of the prominent Nigerian actors and filmmakers by creating the memory of Lishabi in his new film. Adetola Abdulateef Adedimeji, a native of Bagua in Egala, Edo State, is in his hometown to bring awareness to his people and promote the content. His visit was received with fanfare as his ancestral people of Bagua were happy that their son in the film industry is back home. He also visited his family house. Lateef Adedimeji paid homage to the palace of Aguraf Baguraland, where he met with the chiefs and unveiled what the movie entails. To crown it all was Lateef's visit to the Ogun State government, where he met with the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism.
I'm here because this is home. I'm here because this is Ogun State, and that's where I come from, and that is major. So I'm here because we have done a film about one of the heroes of Ogun State, and we're here to tell the world.
Lishabi, the uprising, chronicles the escapades of the ultimate Egba warrior, farmer, and it will be out on the 27th of September, 2024.
I'm sure we all can't wait to have that film released. That was Glimpses. It's now time for business news with Bola Oshoboji.
And no need to add milk join. For that ogbonge creamy corn, we will help nourish and give your pikin strength. Milo 3-in-1 na correct choice. Milo, energy to fit do more.
You're welcome to the business segment of the news. More Nigerians are beginning to embrace the rail transportation system as revenue rose to 1.69 billion naira in the second quarter of 2024, reflecting a 3.14% increase compared to the 1.10 billion naira recorded in the same period of 2023. This data was disclosed by the National Bureau of Statistics in its report released on Thursday. In 2023, the Nigerian Railway Corporation generated 1.07 billion naira as revenue from passengers. According to the report, a total of 689,263 passengers traveled by rail in second quarter, representing a growth rate of